And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the big show this day here on a Friday, another warm day out. I'll tell you about that in just a moment, but fortunately the humidity is, at least for now, kind of out of here. All right, on our show today, Cash Akrikar is here from United, and he's going to talk about their disaster preparedness task force. Also, Mark Monin is here. He is with the El Toro Water District, and he's also going to talk about being prepared for an earthquake from the standpoint of what the Water District does and what you can do as well. We're going to bring you a segment from with Hoag. It's actually Hoag Orthopedic Institute, and this time around it's with Pro Sport Therapy. And then if we got time, we're going to bring you another segment as well, but sometimes some of these run a little long, so we'll see if we sneak another one in. There are no meetings today, so let's get to the weather. And as I said, that humidity is out of here from now. That high pressure system that was right over the Four Corners area has now moved more southward and a little bit east. So the areas of Arizona, New Mexico, they're getting that monsoonal rain, which is, again, normal for them, just as it is for us. So for us, it's going to be cooler as well, probably by about 5 degrees or so, which is nice. We're going to stay in the upper 80s for a few days, take it down to the mid 80s. As we get into next week. There is a chance that we could have that humidity sneak back in maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see about that, but right now it's, and if it does, at this point those temperatures are going to be less than what they were. So that's good. Going to be a lot more comfortable, but still warm, but you know, this is where we should be right now. So a little bit of haze out there this morning. Tomorrow we could see a little bit stronger fog, which is great, going to cool us off overnight, and then get back up into the mid to upper 80s. Let's take a look around the state this weekend, and it's just nice everywhere you go. The North Coast way up there, mostly sunny. They're going to get their morning coastal marine layer. Look at the Bay Area. Now, the temperature that I take for the Bay Area is San Mateo. That's where I grew up. So I know when it gets to 83 up there, that's a high temperature for them. So they're going to be feeling the heat up there. And by the way, if you ever go up there, the microclimates are all around. 83 in San Mateo, it'll be probably just 20 miles south in San Jose. They're going to be closer to probably 95. So just a difference of 20 miles. Now, Central Coast 85, San Diego very warm. As is, look at you, Yosemite, hitting 96 degrees for the weekend, so really hot up there. Arrowhead, 87, of course. Palm Springs getting up to 115. So there you go. That's, again, that is all pretty normal temperatures for the state this weekend. So very warm. If you're going to go out to the Inland Empire, of course, it's going to be a lot warmer out there. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Cart here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At the Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback, you will always find a friendly face to guide you through your annual mammogram visit. Our staff, dedicated subspecialist breast radiologists, knowledge, and innovative technology await your visit to our center. With the Laguna Woods shuttle service right at our sidewalk, this convenient location offers you quick access for your appointment. You can expect nothing but the best for all your breast health needs at Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback.
This is how we burger, brew, and cue. Pick a town. Arrive hungry, real hungry. Start with a massive burger. Charred, juicy. Add bacon, a buttery bun, piled high. Serve it up, wash it down. Creamy, hoppy, fruity, malty. We're not done yet. Q-time, deep fried, sauce soaked, pork ribs, meaty, tender. I'm full. Where to next?
All new Burgers, Brew, and Q. Tuesday at 9. Cooking Channel. Stay fired up.
And from United today, we have Cash Akrakar. Nice to have you here, and
thank you, sir.
Always good to see you, no matter if you're with United or the India Club or whatever it might be.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what's going on today?
Today, I'm going to talk about Disaster Preparedness Task Force.
Okay.
And since we had that earthquake, I
Yes.
said this may be a good topic.
Okay.
And I have some good news and some bad news.
Okay. And you're going to tell us the good news first?
Okay.
All right.
The good news, ladies and gentlemen and my friends, is we have one of the best team under Tim Moy and an excellent task plan.
Right.
Disaster preparedness plan. Now, the bad news is every one of you have to participate in it for your end of the bargain.
Right.
If you don't, then the plan is just a plan.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it doesn't work.
Right.
Okay, so that's the bad news. I mean, that's not a bad news, because just after the earthquake, we had the maximum number of people come in for volunteering as good neighbor captains.
Right.
And we need volunteers. And that's how the community survives, and that's how the world survives.
Right.
You know, eventually. And today we are going to focus kind of on emergency preparedness. And first topic I'm going to pick is a lot of us have additional disabilities and need special assistance and life support equipment.
Right.
And what do they do for that is some of them need electrical power equipment for medical reasons. And ladies and gentlemen, medical baseline program is available with Southern California Electric, and that gives you an additional 16 point some kilowatt hour for your needs.
Right.
And if you have life support equipment, do call Southern California Edison and get one of these brochures and fill that out. Next, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we have to do for preparedness. One thing, immediately you got to be aware. Awareness is very important. So you have to identify disasters that occur in your area. In our area, we are quite concerned with earthquakes and fires. So make sure you're ready for that. Now, then you set up a plan, your own plan, emergency plan. What do you do? So I'm going to talk a little bit more on that later. And establish your own energy network, support network. So your neighbors, your additional building people, your good neighbor captains, and things like that. And please come out and volunteer, because we still need a lot of volunteers.
Right. Okay.
An earthquake. What do you do when there's an earthquake? Some of us, it's very difficult to run up to the door. So if you're in bed, use pillows or blankets to protect your head. If you're standing, duck down, sit down, cover your head and neck. If you're outside, move away from buildings, trees, whatever, street lights, utility wires, anchor life-sustaining equipment, prepare for aftershocks, always. Using wheelchair, go into a doorway, cover head, cover neck. Trapped, cover your mouth. Tap on wall pipe, and don't light a match because maybe the gas line. In our community, we have only few homes that have gas, so that may not be quite concern for us, but keep that in mind. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about basic home energy kit. Now, it does apply to earthquake, it applies to any disaster preparedness, so I'm going to read most of this.
Okay.
First thing, visit our DPTF or Disaster Preparedness Task Force closet cum office in the main building, this building, right next to the Elm Room, and you can find it. Their hours are a little restricted, so make sure you don't go there and just stand twiddling your thumbs until they open. But they will help you with different information, with supplies, etc. What do you need in your home emergency kit? You need water, 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 3 days, okay? For drinking and sanitation, food, at least 3 days supply of non-perishable foods. And what I do is we rotate the food. Every 6 months, 3 months, whatever canned food you have, you take them out and you replace the same with something else so your food doesn't go waste. Battery powered or hand crank radio and a weather radio, tone alert and extra batteries for both. Okay, flashlight, extra batteries, first aid kit, very important, you have to have it. Whistle to signal for help, dust mask to help filter contaminated air, and plastic sheeting and duct tape to shelter in place. Moist toilets, garbage bags, plastic ties for personal sanitation, wrench, pliers to turn off utility valves, etc. Can opener, very important. Just having canned food is not good. You need a tool to open them. Maps for Orange County, again, right now, because your GPS may not work, so you need to have some map, local map ready. Cell phone with chargers, okay, kind of important. Another important thing you have to assemble is have a go bag. What is a go bag? It's the bag that you touch the minute there's a disaster and you have important possessions in there. Things such as emergency contact list, including service providers and alternates when available. Family emergency plan, driver licenses, identification cards, passports, birth certificates. Am I going too fast?
No.
Okay. Social security card, medical records, prescriptions, immunization records, insurance cards, bank statements, credit cards, investment summaries, insurance policies, petty cash, and traveler checks. You have to have
Do those
some
still
cash.
exist? Traveler? That seems like an old list.
Traveler checks don't exist.
No, they don't exist anymore.
And maybe have a coin or two of gold.
Yeah,
if
who
you can have it. Pet, if you have pet, make sure you have their medical histories too. Do I have more time?
Sure, go ahead.
Additional emergency supplies, like if you have children, make sure you have infant formulas and diapers, because we don't have too many of them in our village, but we have our kids who have. So, children, prescription medications, books, games, puzzles, or other activities children need. If you have pets, we need pet food, extra water for your pets, extra leashes, collars, whatever, special needs, prescription medication, glasses, feminine supplies, and personal hygiene items. All these are important. Important family documents, such as copies of insurance policy, I already talked about it. Cash, I already talked about. Emergency reference materials, and first aid book or information from ready.gov, ready.gov, www.ready.gov. You will get most of the information. Sleeping bag and warm blanket, important. Complete change of clothing, including a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and a sturdy pair of shoes. Okay? So these are things that one should have ready for. And earthquake, we just had a couple of big ones. 7.1 is not something to laugh at. Fortunately, it happened, and the guy up there was nice to us, and it wasn't in a populated area. If it was, it would have caused a lot of damage.
Right.
Yeah. So, but we can't say when the next thing will happen. So you have to be prepared and ready for it. Not just have a disaster plan, okay? You have to prepare with that plan and participate in the plan. And some of us who can still work, who like to work, please volunteer. We can always use extra GNC, good neighbor captains, I mean. Okay, so keep that in mind. And Tim Moy, our leader, has excellent plan. We have all kinds of special courses, special lectures, almost every week, every month we have something. So please attend this.
All right.
And there's so much more to say, but I'm going to leave it to
All right. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you very
Make sure to have those traveler's checks, right? Don't leave home without them. Remember we used to say that?
Yeah, we used to say that before.
Yeah, all right. We'll be right back.
I didn't have time to edit that.
Before the next earthquake, take 30 seconds to refresh your memory about these important disaster preparedness tips. Make a family emergency plan. Decide how you'll get in touch with each other, where you'll go, and what you'll do in an emergency. Build a disaster supply kit with enough water, food, and emergency supplies to last at least 3 days. It's important to have disaster supply kits for work, cars, and pets too. Find and fix items in your home that might hurt someone by moving, breaking, or falling during an earthquake. Know how to react safely when the ground shakes. If you're inside, stay there. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down onto your hands and knees and cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from falling objects. If you can move safely, crawl under a sturdy desk or table and hold on to one of the legs until the shaking stops. After an earthquake, help people who are hurt or trapped. Call 911 for emergencies only. Check your home for damage, including gas or water leaks, damaged wiring, or downed power lines. Protect your family and your home by making a plan, building a kit, and practicing disaster drills at least twice a year. Be sure to visit readyoc.org for more information on emergency preparedness and alertoc.com to sign up for emergency alerts and notifications. We want you to be prepared for a disaster just as much as you do.
If you truly want to make a difference, there's no better way than a career in California water, a dynamic, essential industry at a critical turning point.
Water is absolutely the most crucial thing hitting our Central Valley and our state.
It's work that's so essential that people want to stick with it if they're in it.
It will be life-changing, not only for yourself, but for generations to come.
Through times of drought, aging infrastructure, and a growing population, the water leaders of tomorrow will seek innovative solutions to unprecedented challenges, helping protect California's most vital resource.
We have to broaden our network so that we can bring all the bright minds together to solve a problem that has to be solved.
It's a valuable resource. We need to protect it, and we always need people to do that.
The water business isn't just about delivering water, moving it from point A to point B. A new wave of opportunities are emerging, from working in the field to a water quality lab, shaping policy in a boardroom to customer service and human resources, tackling complex regulations, or leveraging technology for critical improvements in water efficiency and sustainability.
It's not just building pipes and pump stations anymore.
We need engineers, we need those in the hard sciences, we need those in the soft sciences, people that understand law, understand public policy.
You need the accountants, you need the rate setters.
We need all types and all hands on deck.
There's nothing more central to California's future than carrying on the water industry's mission.
It's a tremendous responsibility we have in delivering that water resource that you can't live without.
If you really want to make an impact, then this is where you're going to have the most impact.
In California water, you'll find a vast array of long-term, well-paying careers with numerous opportunities to grow and make your mark, and new initiatives welcoming the next generation.
It makes me feel like I can make a real big difference.
If you think that this industry is a non-changing industry, that's exactly the reason why you have to get involved. That's why you have to come in to affect that change.
It's only going to become more important as years go on, too.
Why not be that person to take the water industry to the next level?
We're going to have to be more innovative, we're going to have to collaborate more, and we'll need a new generation to help us do that.
The impact that your service will bring to public service and to water in general will last for generations to come.
Well, with me today from the El Toro Water District is one of their directors, and Mark is here today. And just, it's great to have you on here.
Good to be here.
We're going to get to talking about emergency preparedness and all in just a moment. But in general, we were talking beforehand, the Metropolitan Water District, and then you guys are with many different agencies, work with them, and just the way we get water here in this area in South Orange County versus North Orange County, it's very different.
Yeah, unfortunately with PCAS, and there's a lot of things coming up for the groups that use wells, we're 100% reliant on that water. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about that.
Right, and so the people that rely on the wells, are you saying they're having a little less water in there?
Well, some of them aren't using them for the time being until they get this whole, and we're 100% met water. So one of the big issues that we're going to keep reiterating to our customers is the things you hear about that don't affect anybody at El Toro Water District.
All right, that's interesting. We'll talk about that another time.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about emergency preparedness and really how it deals with the water district and just in general, because I think it's obviously when things happen, water very, very important for many reasons. Exactly. Especially wildfires and things like that. But we're going to go through these slides here. And the first one, you kind of look at the earthquake that was up in Ridgecrest and how it triggers things and what happens.
Yeah, so our goal is to get uninterrupted service.
Right.
And so we have extra generators, and we have diesel units to bring out fuel to the generators. So our goal is for uninterrupted service, and to think about every possible thing that could happen to make sure that we deliver water.
Right.
There are, as others have talked, make sure you're prepared. You must do what you need to do, but our goal, our job will be to do our very best at making sure that water is delivered, even in a disaster and an earthquake.
All right, in the next slide, we're going to see some of the objectives that you folks at the Water District look at during emergency preparedness and protect the water, of course, and the whole system, the whole infrastructure.
Exactly. So we're prepared if we need to fix things. We're prepared if we need to bring in portable storage and go to OC Alert, go to Twitter. We'll kind of talk at the end. What's the best way to keep yourself updated on what to do and where we'll be with storage or water or anything that you need? We're going to be there for you. So. And
of course on this, it shows what you do. Your operations center, emergency equipment is out there, emergency fuel trailer, and this just keeps the pumps going and the whole operation, right?
In fact, our water trailer will be at the tomorrow at the opening of the new dog park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We go to a lot of events and make sure there's water there for pets and for us
very
humans.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, at the bottom here, I want to ask, what is We Rock and CalWarn?
So We Rock is a county organization that works with a lot of water and other disasters that we work together as a mutual system. So if Molten Miguel, if they don't have any problems and we do, they help us with their equipment, and vice versa. Or if we both have problems, we'll keep bringing in equipment from other. So we're all set up to help each other out. And We Rock is set up. It's actually in our command center on El Toro property for the whole county.
All right. So that's the main thing. Just like in an emergency with fire,
right?
All those mutual aid systems work together.
We Rock even works with fire type thing.
Okay.
And then Cal Warren is kind of a whole statewide We Rock. We Rock is for the county. Cal Warren is for the whole state.
Okay. All right. So everything, the whole point is working together.
Yeah. And we have done planning. The state has done planning. The county has done planning. Our staffs have done drills together, so we know how to communicate with each other, how to work with each other. So if something does happen, it won't be the first time that we've practiced this.
Okay. Now on the next slide again, we talk about the response plan and America's Water Infrastructure Act. Talk to us about that.
That's kind of set up that in times of emergency, that there is a system for us to work together and get things handled as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Because we are in Southern California, earthquakes fault lines do go past both the state water and the Colorado water. And they talk about slip faults, and things moving. So there could be a scenario where we don't get water from, hopefully not both, but we don't get water from the state or the Colorado for 6 months.
Okay.
So that's why everybody needs to do their best at being prepared, and that's what we've done also.
All right, very good. Of course, employee training.
Exactly.
You do that as well.
Employee training, and our CAG meeting will be August 8th at 11:30, and we'll be talking about this exact topic at our CAG meeting. And you can get a free lunch too.
Okay, now what CAG meeting, what does that
CAG that's our customer advisory group.
Okay.
So not only are we telling them what's going on, but they're telling us what they need from us. And they're telling us, they're kind of an advisory board to us. And we explain all the hot topics, and then there's a question and answer period. Goes from 11:30 to 12 is lunch, and from 12 to 1 is all the great ideas and updates. Presentations.
Also on this, a couple more acronyms, SEMS and NIMS.
Yeah, these are, again, incident command type things.
Okay.
Where we're prepared and we have a system set up to work together with other organizations, work together with fire, work together with county sheriffs. So we're all working together, and we're doing the right thing for our customers and for the safety of everyone.
All right, very good. And moving on, more preparedness is this is just kind of things everyone can do.
Yeah, these are things that so many of your other people have talked about. In fact, Cash just talked about it, and he did a great job with that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to add on to that. There's nothing really that they haven't said, but be ready for 3 days in case there is some type of interruption.
Okay.
And then
how do people know, by the way, when you talk about the water that's needed per household, that obviously if you turn on the faucet, water's not coming out, but are you also saying that you may be getting water, but it may not be clean because there could be a break in the line somewhere? Or
usually it's sediment and things, the system getting mixed around, and things lifting up. But if you might pour water in your bathtub, it never hurts to have as much water as possible.
Right.
If you have to go a long period, and if the water looks good to you, then having it on hand for baths and whatnot, always use bottled water or things from our truck. That we bring out. But as for showers and baths and other things, having as much water, at your location, that looks appropriate to you,
right,
is good to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And of course, don't forget your pets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're going to talk about communications, of course, Alert OC,
yeah,
and all the other different outlets that are
we have
there.
Facebook, Twitter, Alert OC. I just reallocated or re-got on that myself. You can get us at El Toro Water.
Right.
Always, you can get our phone number, 949-837-0660. We have a staff that can answer any of your questions.
Okay.
If you leave a message, and if we get overloaded for a little bit, we will get back to you. You're our valuable customers, so if you have any questions whatsoever, please give us a call and we'll get back to you or answer them right away.
All right. And then again, the Alert OC, anybody can go on that. We encourage that. That's for all kinds of different emergencies.
Exactly. And again, if you want to learn more, and come to our CAG group, August 8th, 11:30 to 1 o'clock.
And that's
Love to have
up
you.
at the district?
That's at the district. In the back, we have lunch.
All right. Very good. Always good to see you.
Thanall for having us.
Thank you very much.
All
and we'll see you next time.
Thanks a lot, Ken.
All right.
Looking forward
Take care,
to
Mark.
it.
Bye-bye.
Are you looking for a better way to manage your medication? MedBox by AmeriPharma has redefined the pharmacy experience. No more pill organizers and vials. When we fill your prescriptions, you get all your medications conveniently packaged by the dose and delivered to your door at no additional cost. This means no change in insurance, copays, or out-of-pocket expenses. Call our specialists today and discover the new way of pharmacy. MedBox by AmeriPharma.
What do you get when you take a widow who's ready to start dating, a singer aged out of the cruise circuit, a lawyer who was betrayed by her once ill husband, and a woman whose husband left her for the whore from Gate 4? Put them all together and you have Tales from the Woods, written by Terry Louise Fisher, known for classics such as L.A. Law and Cagney and Lacey, along with the old prose. Tales from the Woods follows these four ladies as they take advantage of new opportunities while starting a new chapter in life, all while meeting some pretty colorful characters along the way. Join us every Friday at 6 p.m. and Monday at noon, only on Village Television.
Welcome back. I have Joe Donahue, who is here with Pro Sport Therapy, and he has a new collaboration with Hoag Orthopedic Institute that he'd like to tell us about. But more importantly, it's been a while. Thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. Great to see you again. You've been a loyal customer too for us.
Well, yes, I have, and always good to hear about new stuff. And I had seen you at the golf tournament, and you had told me about your new collaboration. Tell me about how that came about.
I'm very excited about the collaboration with Hoag. We've worked with many of their physicians, all 90 of their orthopedic surgeons, 300 physicians on staff. I've known many of them for years and years and years. We want to continue our continuum of care to our Orange County residents, from physical therapy to performance and our preventative classes too.
Now you have a variety of locations, one right here in Laguna Hills, correct?
Yes, right, just a few miles away on this side of the freeway, so no one has to cross the freeway, right on Lake Forest and Lago.
Okay, all right. And so what are some of the things that you guys provide there?
Well, each one of my 3 Orange County locations are 10,000 square feet. They combine physical therapy and performance. So when you're done with your traditional physical therapy, you can continue to work out, and either with a one-on-one training or a mini group of people of similar age, similar goals, or in a full-on class. So we do combine training for NFL athletes, pre-NFL athletes, and one of our most successful classes is our Silver Sneakers program.
Okay.
And we have 30 to 40 senior athletes coming in on Tuesday and Thursday from 10:30 to 11:30, and they just have a ball. They work out, and have fun, and enjoy themselves.
So what kind of workout is it?
Well, they all have their own chairs. So
Okay.
they do some of the exercises sitting with free weights.
Okay.
Then you do standing stuff for lower extremity, single leg stuff, balance stuff. It's all to music. The teachers are professional and wonderful, and it's a really, really good time. I think half of them go out to lunch afterwards too.
Oh,
they have
that's
coffee
cute.
and lunch. So it's like a big thing. So it's really, really
It's
fun.
an outing.
It's an outing, exactly.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Now, you know, upon the collaboration, what were some of the things? Like, I know you do rehabilitation. So is that primarily what the relationship is like? They'll be operated on by Hogue and then referred to you.
Yeah, Hogue Orthopedic Institute is, there's I think 80 orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine doctors. So a lot of them I've worked with for years and years and years. So being partners with them, we're able to improve the communication and integrate the patient experience from seeing their doctor, getting an MRI or X-ray, having surgery, or coming to a physical therapy place. We're able to kind of coordinate and integrate that whole process from beginning to end.
Okay.
And then we have the performance and prevention classes that we have too. So.
Okay, and then you talked a lot about your outcomes. You've had a lot of successful outcomes. Can you give me an example?
Oh.
I know you have hundreds, but
we have hundreds.
one
and
must
hundreds.
stick out.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of great outcomes.
Right.
They are all put online and given to Medicare services to rate us, basically. So.
Oh, okay.
Just like at HOI and with the doctors too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So,
We have lots of success stories, but
Yes.
the outcomes are number driven, report driven.
is there any one success story that just sort of sticks out in your mind?
A patient, Orange County resident, who had a heart transplant, and he's been coming into our place trying to get him back functional, increasing his cardiovascular endurance, his general strength. He went through this process of needing a heart transplant for a long time, so he kind of had diminishing physiological changes, and then got a new heart.
Right.
And he's back. That's the most recent yesterday success stories. But we've had hundreds and hundreds of professional athletes come through. I was with the team. I was with the Anaheim Ducks for 18 years. We are currently working with LA Chargers right down the street from my Costa Mesa facility. And Angels, of course, we've had a number of Angels come through.
Right.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of successfully rehabbed athletes.
Right. Well, what I like about that story is that it wasn't necessarily something that was debilitating him from a exterior standpoint. It was an internal. So you don't just take care of people who have the extremity problems. It's also internal.
It's not just orthopedic
Got it.
problems. This is a physiological problem, and a strength and conditioning and endurance problem.
Right.
And he's a very happy man.
Excellent. All right, so let's talk about where your locations are again. You have the one is off of where in Laguna Hills?
Oh, we're right off of Lake Forest.
Okay.
And Del Lago, right on this side of the freeway.
Okay.
About a block away.
Okay.
Just a few miles away from here.
Okay.
Rancho Santa Margarita, another 13,000 square foot facility with performance and physical therapy. And Costa Mesa,
Okay.
right off of Bristol.
Okay.
Beautiful facility.
Right.
Then I have one in LA in Rancho Palos Verdes also.
Oh, okay, great. And if they want more information, what is your website?
ProSportPT.com.
ProSportPT.com. Perfect. And if they have any additional questions, they can always call the number that's on the screen, which is 387-7333.
Perfect. Yes.
Excellent. Any last words?
Great to see you.
Oh, you too. Well, thanks for being on, and congratulations on your collaboration.
Awesome. Thank you.
And remember, if you want more information about what we've just talked about, you can go to prosportpt.com, or you can call 949-387-7333. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. You've seen me from time to time coming in to be on Channel 6 with Ken Goldenberg, and he has interviewed me with various retirement topics over the years, and we've decided to maybe take a little bit different approach in educating you on some things that we think are important in setting up a secure retirement. You might have known that we put on retirement seminars with our company, Sterling Financial Advisors, and we do that from time to time, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. We have people come to our seminars, and we actually have them write down questions in regards to some things that they would like to hear in the seminar and what is of interest to them. Interestingly enough, all of the questions probably fall within 4 or 5 categories. Retirement income, when I should take Social Security, how much money do I need? All those types of things are questions that are commonly asked in the seminars that we take. Well, so we thought we would put together some of these subjects and have me just maybe educate you a little bit, kind of talk to you about what we think is important in those different categories. And so today we're going to be talking about required minimum distributions from retirement plans. There seems to be a lot of confusion as to how you go about taking that. Do you have to in fact take those distributions? So I think we'll talk about required minimum distributions and the guidelines and the laws regarding that. So we'll go ahead and get started. I use a whiteboard, and we'll just kind of talk to you a little bit about the basics of required minimum distributions and how they work. So I'm going to move over here to the board, and so if you can follow me, that will be great. The first thing to know is that at some point the government has told us we have to start taking money out at age 70 and a half. So at age 70 and a half, it's called required minimum distributions. And that means the government says to you, if you have an IRA or a 401k, 403b, 457 plan, any type of retirement plan where we're obligated to take those requirements out, we have to start that at age 70 and a half. Now, somebody has asked, well, when by 70 and a half? Well, it's April 1st of the year following when you turn 70 and a half. So let's assume that here we are on, let's say June 1st, we turn age 70 and a half. Okay? That means we have till the following April 1st, before we have to take our first required minimum distributions. Okay? So if we have a $300,000 IRA, I'm just taking that as an example. I know some of you have more, some of you might have less, but if you have $300,000 in your IRA account or 401k and you turn age 70 and a half in June, okay, you have till the following April 1st until you have to take your first required minimum distributions. Now, if you wait till April 1st of the following year, then by December 31st, you have to take out another distributions for age 71. So you would have 2 distributions in that first year if you wait till till April 1st. So tax-wise, tax planning, you may want to consider whether or not it makes sense to wait till April 1st that first year, because you'll have a double distribution that year. But let's assume you have $300,000 in your IRA. You turn age 70 and a half. Okay, how do you go about figuring out what your required distribution is? Well, there's a publication called Publication 590 of the IRS Code. It's a publication that the IRS publishes that talks about distributions from IRA accounts or 401ks or retirement accounts. And they list a schedule there of life expectancies. For age 70 and a half, it is 27.4. So that means next year, when you're age 71, it would be 26.5. And then 25.6 or whatever that factor is, you have to take this factor and divide it into $300,000. So you would take 27.4 divided into $300,000, and that turns out to be $10,950. So that's what your required distribution is for that first year. You would have to take it out by April 1st of the following year. Now, what happens if you don't take it out? Well, there's a problem there. Okay, if you don't take out $10,950, whatever you don't take out is subjected to a 50% penalty, and that's a high penalty. So if we only take out $5,950, we are $5,000 short. That means that you would end up paying 50% penalty on that, which equates to $2,500. Okay? And so you would end up having to pay a penalty of $2,500 that very first year if you failed to take out all $10,950 and you were, in this example, short $5,000. So you don't want to forget taking out your required minimum distribution. You always want to make sure that you will do that every year no matter what, because you'll have to pay that penalty, plus you still have to go back and take out that $5,000 that you didn't take, which creates more taxes on your tax form. So you always want to remember, folks, to take out your required minimum distributions. There's really no way to avoid required minimum distributions from our retirement accounts because the government has allowed us to defer these taxes over a period of time. Many times people will say, well, can't I just pass this on to my kids and avoid that? Well, that would be nice, but the government requires us to take out this because they want the taxes, and they said age 70 and a half is when we have to start taking this out, okay? And so we're going to talk about maybe some options that we have and that can have what we call an exit strategy from these tax-infested accounts, so to speak, how we go about maybe minimizing the amount of taxes we or our heirs have to pay. And so we want to be able to have some kind of exit strategy rather than just sticking our head in the ground thinking that this problem is going to go away, because it never goes away. So we're going to, in the next segment, we'll talk a little bit about maybe some strategies that we use with some of our clients in being able to reduce or eliminate the taxes on these types of tax-infested accounts. So this is Dan O'Weiler, the retirement professor, wishing you a great day, and we hope you have an enjoyable retirement. Thanks.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Your attention. Please take down this number. Did you know that adults with untreated hearing loss experience a 30 to 40% faster decline in cognitive abilities and are more likely to develop dementia? Those with a mild hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a history of falling. An annual hearing screening is urgent for memory care to help prevent cognitive decline and thus delay the onset of dementia. Free hearing checkups are now being offered free of charge. If you have not had an annual hearing exam, please take advantage of this free opportunity. If hearing loss is detected, hearing aids will be available to try for 10 days. Evaluations only take 30 minutes, but you must call for an appointment. Hearing screening is urgent for memory care. Please take preventive action. Call now.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6. and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
And welcome back. We got a couple good movies to tell you about today. And today we're going to have Arctic. And I don't know if you've seen this or not, but it's a really intense movie. Very good. It's about a couple that is stranded after their plane crashes in the Arctic and must decide whether to remain in relative safety of the makeshift camp or embark on a deadly trek to the unknown. And as you can see, I don't know if it's his wife or who this is in it, but she's injured, and so the whole reason behind this, he needs to go out and get help. A really good movie. Like I said, it's really kind of intense, but very well done. That'll be today at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. A fairly short movie. It's just about, it's an hour and 38 minutes long, so it's not a really long movie, and brought to you by RadNet. Now on Monday, if you like superhero movies, this is a good one. More on the comedy side, Shazam. And this is the DC universe, meaning the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman universe. And in this one, it's all about, we all have a superhero inside us. It just takes a bit of magic to bring it out. And in this case, young Billy Batson, who's 14 years old, he does it by shouting out the word Shazam. And then this streetwise kid can turn into a grown-up superhero named Shazam, if I could say it. And what's funny about this is, when he's grown up, when he comes out as Shazam, he's still 14 years old inside. So it's the way he handles things. It's really a kind of a fun movie. And as I said, it's a part of the DC universe. And that will be on Monday at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock, brought to you by AutoNation Toyota Irvine. Now coming up on Saturday, tomorrow, the dog park is reopening or having really their official grand opening, if you'd like to go there. A place for paws, as it's called, on Ridge Route. It's at the same location it's always been, at 9 o'clock to about 11 o'clock. Be a lot of fun out there, and there'll be a leash cutting ceremony. So if you'd like to join in, of course, you can bring your dogs, make sure that they're licensed, and that's one of the stipulations here, and that they like to socialize with other dogs. So that'll be tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And also coming up tomorrow, you got the Woodstock event, you have the Farmers Market coming up. So that's tomorrow, 9 until noon. There's a lot going on this Saturday, so you're going to have to pick and choose. I guess if you want produce, you go to this. If you have a dog, you go to the other one. And then the Woodstock thing goes pretty much all afternoon and evening. So you can probably do at least 2 of these things. That'll be tomorrow, the Farmers Market over at Garden Center 1. So go over there, bring some canned goods that'll be donated to the Orange County Food Bank, and they'll have some refreshments there. And of course, lots of good produce to get as well. So different things that you can do this weekend. If you want to do whale watching, you can do that. They have discounts. And that one particular one is, we talked about this yesterday, how there's 2 different companies, Dana Wharf and another one, that are sort of merging, working together. So if you call, I think, danawharf.com, you get information there about a special senior discount. All right, let's get to the weather. And although it'll still be warm, pretty much the humidity has gone for the next few days. Boy, yesterday it was really quite humid out, and today not so much at all, down quite a bit, and just going to be, it'll feel nicer. The temperatures won't be much different, but without that humidity, things are just going to feel a little bit better. A little bit of early morning fog tomorrow, as well as next week. The humidity could come back next week, but that's normal. End of July, August. It's not unusual to have the humidity to get a little rain, to get a little thunderstorms, even a little bit of hail. So none of that is unusual, but coming up the next few days, things are going to feel a lot more comfortable, which will be nice. Around the state this weekend, looking good everywhere you go, anywhere from warm to very hot, just depending. The North Coast, if you want it cooler, up there all the way to Palm Springs. There's the swing, quite a bit of, probably about 50-degree swing, depending where you want to go. Palm Springs, 115, so really hot. Even Yosemite up there, 96 degrees. If you're headed up there soon or this week, keep that in mind. It is going to be very, very warm up there. That's just their average. But again, that's normal for them this time of the year. San Diego, 88 degrees, real nice down there. All right, we'll see you on Monday. You have a good weekend. We're going to have segments from Ragnet, 7-Day Dental, and the Deluxe Nightclub. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.